Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be a look at my Les George M-12 EOD fixed blade. This is definitely by far the most heavy-duty knife I've ever owned. It is an absolute tank. When you hear people talk about a tank of a knife, this is the knife that they should compare that knife they're calling a tank to. Because this knife is just insanely overbuilt. As I said, it's made by Les George. He's famous for his VECP folders and his custom folders. And he also makes a line of explosive ordnance disposal kind of geared heavy-duty fixed blades. So this is the M-12. I don't think he's making this variation anymore. I think he's making one that's called the XM7. It is kind of similar. The handle is a little bit different. So first of all, I want to talk about actually the sheath. It has a very nice sheath. I really like the sheath. It's a heavy-duty nylon with a kind of like a polymer insert there to kind of, keep the blade from cutting through it. Bends very nicely here at the joint for, I don't know, I guess ease of carry when it's on your belt. Has a snap closure here to go around the handle. A little paracord pull that out. Got some molly here on the front if you wanted to attach a smaller knife to it, a smaller single knife sheath for a fixed or a folder. Got a little bit of molly on the back here, and then you have a Velcro system here to allow you to go around a belt, so it's nice and ease of use, quick on, quick off. The brand of the sheath is CSM. So that's the sheath. Now let's talk about the knife. As I said, this thing is just absolutely insane as far as just, being a huge ass knife. It's a full tang S35VN blade steel, way over 1/4 inch. I believe it's close to 0.3. I know it's more than 1/4 because I have a Strider fixed blade that's 1/4, and this is quite a deal thicker. So, I mean, it is just insanely thick. And it still comes down to a very fine, sharp tanto point. The main edge is super sharp. So a lot of fixed blades you get that are this thick, they don't have edges worth a damn. They sacrifice when it comes to the usability of the edge. Just because they never put too fine of a edge on it, so it doesn't make it extremely useful. But this is a different story. It's got a nice large bevel on it, so it allows them to get down to a fine point, fine edge. On the top you have some jimping here. It's not very useful. You can see it's kind of shallow, and it's super rounded, very rounded, doesn't have any grip to it, so it's not too useful. Plus, I don't see how you're gonna really be putting your thumb up there anyways. You'd want to hold it back here. You could choke up, I could see that, so that's a nice grip option. Has really nice blaze orange G10 handles with a nice design. I really like the design of the G10 here. Each slab is held on with 3 stainless steel screws. Again, you have some more of the useless jimping back here. A huge lanyard hole if you for some reason want to put a lanyard on this, or perhaps a piece of rope. You can see kind of some of the striations there on the bevel. The blade's got a really nice deep stone wash to it, so you definitely don't have to worry about scuffing up the blade. This is a very heavy use knife, and it's designed for that purpose. And it comes out of the box ready to be used, and you don't have to worry about getting it scratched up or having the value affected because you've used it. It's definitely a user of a knife. It's 13 ounces, so it's heavy, definitely heavy. It's not something that you're gonna want to strap onto your waist and take a 5-10 mile hike with, because it might get a little annoying. But it's definitely a nice pack knife. Just throw it in your pack or attach it to your backpack. That'd be a nice carry option. And then with that sheath, you have a lot of attachment methods that you can utilize for different carry methods. It's got a 11¼ inch overall length, and the blade is 5½ inches. So it's a decent sized fixed blade for sure. Just for reference purposes, here's my ZT561. So you can see it's fairly large. Now let's do a blade comparison, shall we? I think the Les George is just a tad thicker. Yeah, it's just a little bit thicker. Of course it is. It might even be as thick as the entire thickness of the knife, minus the pocket clip, of course. I honestly, I haven't really used this knife much. Haven't had a lot of uses for it, but it's definitely one that I want to keep in my collection because I want to have a nice heavy-duty fixed blade, and this is the definition of a heavy-duty fixed blade, in my opinion. Very high quality. Les George makes really good knives. His quality is top-notch, and his customer service is also top-notch. I've dealt with him in that capacity, and he gets stuff turned around very quickly. I had to send a knife back to him once, and I think I got it to him on a Friday or Saturday, and he had it back in the mail to me on the following Monday. So he definitely cares about his customers, and the quality of workmanship he puts into his knives shows that. And if anything's wrong, he will definitely back it up. But I can't imagine there being too many things going wrong with a knife like this. So that's pretty much my quick overview of the Les George M-12 EOD fixed blade. Thanks for watching.